Hey guys, it's Heath Smith, and I wanted to go ahead and take a moment and show you my 10 Lightroom presets that you can get for free by simply subscribing to my newsletter. You can go ahead and enter your email here, or you can go ahead and click any of these links here or here, and this will take you over to the Lightroom preset page where it will go ahead and you can subscribe here on this page if you like, and it'll also show you some presets. One of my favorite presets I use most often is called the Tokyo Nights preset. You can see here in this image of Tokyo Tower, it's kind of flat, lacking contrast and lacking color, but with one click, it takes the image and turns it into a nice, vibrant, concentrated blast of color. So if you want this, go ahead and enter your email here and just simply hit subscribe and I'll send you a link to get these free presets. Let's get going. Here in this first image, we're going to be looking at the NYC Meatpacking preset. I like this image because it has lots of awesome characters to it, and it has this bicycle in the very center. But it was a warm, sunny day in October, and I want to bring back the warmth. So here's the before and after. And you can see that this preset does a really good job of bringing back that warmth. So before and after. The next preset we're going to be looking at is called Night Neon, and we're going to use this image of Radio City Music Hall and see how it transforms the reds and the pinks into it. So here we are looking at the after, and you see the reds up on the side of the buildings and how it transforms the blues and the magentas down on the ground. And I love how this image transforms. So here's the before and after. The next image we're going to be looking at is Tokyo Skyline, but it has an angel soft glow effect applied to it. As you can see, it's a not bad image of a skyline, but once you apply the Angel Soft Glow, it transforms it into a really futuristic, crazy looking urban landscape. And I love the look of this image with this preset. The next preset we're going to be talking about is called Tokyo Nights. And I chose this image because it has a human aspect in it, and I want to show you how well this preset works with a human. So here's the after and the before. And you can see in the after that the human aspect doesn't change too much, but it still brings back most of the highlights and does a really good job of controlling the image and colors while still looking good. So here's the before and after. The next preset we're going to talk about is called Urban Smog. And I developed it specifically for this image because this is a shot of Docomo Tower with the sun right at the peak at the antenna with two aircraft. And I love the way this image looks. However, the sunrise that morning is very lacking. So I went ahead and made this preset so it would make it look like this. A 1980s movie intro that you see, and it has this nice, dark, grimy look to it. But this preset can be used on other things, such as Tokyo Tower. Here you can see this image that it's a nice overcast day, but once you simply apply urban smog to the image, it transforms it into a nice, clean, sharp image. And it brings back most of the colors while still balancing the highlights and the shadows. Here on this next image, you can see in Skytree that the image is nice but kind of flat, but once it's applied, it brings out most of the colors and the sharpness in the buildings and down here in the grass in the park. And I want to show you this image again, but in a wider view. So here it is, and you can see that it's still really flat, but it has most of the details. But when you apply urban smog to it, it goes ahead and transforms it into the same look, but a nice, cleaner, sharper image. You can see the nice details on the side and up in the sky. So before and after. The next preset we're going to look at is called Strawberry Kiss. And here in Florence, Italy, it was a nice, warm, bright orange sunset. But in this image, it doesn't really show it. So one simple click of the preset, it transforms it into this. It has a nice, well-balanced orange glow to it, and it's very well managed between the highlights and the shadows. But you can see up here, when you're shooting in the sun, it doesn't have any banding or any kind of areas where it's going to form. So you have before and the after. But you can also use the same preset on images like here in Shigetori. Here in Shigetori, you can go ahead and apply the same image, and you get this nice sunset kiss up on top of the clouds that goes down and controls the highlights down here in the sunset, which then always radiates down here into the lower part of the water. And I think this image looks really well with it. Another preset I have is called Pop Color, and it does just that. This image in Shigetori looks good. It has wonderful light and color, but unfortunately it just didn't come through on the camera. So one click of it will transform that image into this. Nice before and after. The next preset we're going to talk about is called Blade Runner. I use this whenever I want to create a dark, grungy look. Here with the light trails leading up to the bright lights, I accidentally blew out the lights down here in the details. However, I was able to recover them with this simple preset. I wanted to keep it nice, dark, and grungy, so this preset does that. So here's the after, and it looks nice and good, and it brought back most of the details. So before and the after. If you guys like these presets and want to get them for yourself, head on over to Heath Smith Photography and go ahead and enter your email and subscribe to our newsletter, or click on any of these links or up here at the Lightroom preset page and it'll take you over here and you can see the presets yourself and before and after, and all you have to do is enter your email and subscribe to our newsletter. Well anyways, thank you guys for watching so very much, and again, have fun and keep shooting.